Hello duckies, Andi here, back with another OBS tutorial, and today I'm showing you a cheeky little shader filter that Exeldro made me for my Xbox alert package that I've been doing for StreamUP, and it's the circle shader. So as you can see, I have got, this is actually a rectangle image, and I am not using any image mask or anything like that. I'm just using a shader filter, and then, yeah, I'm just going to show you how it works. It's really useful if you want to use anything and make it into a whole circle, alright guys? So put your rock to the stone, let's just get on with it. Right, so we've had a cheeky little costume change, or my old footage got a little bit corrupt. I don't know what I did. Maybe I just unplugged it. I don't know. Make sure you back stuff up, guys. I don't know. Is that the moral of the story? No, just don't be an idiot. That's just me. Right, so if you've seen my other shaders that we've done in the past on this channel, this one's another one by Exeldro, but we will need the OBS Shader Filter plugin first by CERN. This is the one that I use the most. We talk about it all the time on this channel. The links are going to be in the description, so don't worry about trying to copy anything from up here or anything. We're going to go to download that you can see in the top right just here. Press that. That's going to start downloading a small zip file, as you can see down here. Straight away, it is only available for Windows, unfortunately. Hopefully, we'll see something for Mac on the horizon. That'd be really nice. And then we're just going to open that up and go into the OBS Studio folder, and you'll see data and OBS plugins. We're just going to copy both of them. You can use Control-C, do whatever you want. And we're going to go to this PC, and we're going to navigate to your OBS Studio folder. So this one is in the C drive, and then it's either in Program Files or Program Files 86. It can depend, unless you've specified a completely different location. I'm going to go into Program Files, because mine's there. And you should see OBS-Studio, all lowercase, just there. We're going to open that up, and all we're going to do is right-click and go to Paste. And it's going to ask us all the admin privileges and all that kind of jazz to make sure we can install this plugin to your C drive. I don't need to, because I've already got it installed. If you were updating, it's going to ask if you want to replace the files and everything like that. Just say yes, it's all cool, it's all clean and good to go. And then that is it, it's all installed. Make sure you do close OBS and reopen it as well. Also, leave this page open because we're going to need it in just a second. Next up, we need to jump to Exeldro's GitHub page. There's loads of different shaders on here. If I go back just here, you'll see we've pretty much covered every single one on this channel. So if you need any help with any of them, like fisheye, then we do have a video on it as well. So just search for it. Just Andi Lippy fisheye, you'll find it. Trust me. Let's go and get the circle shader just here. So it's a very simple shader. There's not a lot of code on there or anything like that. We're just going to head to the raw section, and this is going to open it pretty much just as a blank text, basically just text form. And we're going to right click and we're going to press save as. This is going to bring up a save as menu. We're going to change the save as type to all files, and then we're going to click on the file name and delete the .txt. Just like that. So it's circle.shader. Even if it does save as a .txt file, it will work still. But you might get issues if you're wanting to share it with other people and stuff like that. So it is good to remove the .txt, but it still will work. Yeah. Contradictions. Beautiful. And we're going to press save. I'm going to save it to my desktop. I've already got one there anyway, but we're going to save it again. That's fine. Jump to the desktop now, and you'll see it. It should be just like a little white page, unless it's saved as a text file. And we're going to right-click that, and we're just going to go to cut, and we're going to cut that, and then go back to the folder we were previously in, the OBS-Studio folder. Then we're going to go into Data, into OBS-Plugins, all the way down to OBS-Shader Filter, just there. Examples, and we're just going to paste it into there. Mine's going to ask me if I want to replace it because I've already got it. If you've not got it already, it'll ask for admin privileges again. Just say yes, it's completely fine. And then we're going to close both of them down now, and we're going to open up OBS. So here's OBS. And we're going to right click on whatever source we want to add the circle shader to. So mine's the video capture device. I'm going to right click on it and go to filters. And you'll see I've already set two up there. I'm going to delete them just so I don't spoil it. We're going to press the plus sign, and we're going to go to user-defined shader just here. If you're not seeing that, it means you've not installed the OBS Shader Filter plugin correctly. Go back to that previous step and you'll get it sorted. Open this up, and I'm just going to call it circle for now. Press OK. And the only menu that we need to mess about with here is load shader from text file. We're just going to click on that and press browse. And then this should take us to that folder that we saved the circle shader to. As you can see, it's just here. They are in alphabetical order, hopefully. And you're probably going to see right now, that's not a circle, Andy. That is not a circle, but it's perfectly rounded. So it's working on whatever size the source is. So mine's 1920 by 1080, well, that kind of resolution. So it's a stretched circle. If I was to try and crop this now, it won't actually crop the circle because it's just applying to the whole entire source. But there are ways around that, so we can actually make it into a circle if we really wanted to. So if we go back into our filters that we set up here, we're going to press the plus sign and we can add a crop and pad just here and press OK. First thing we need to do is move it above the circle effect just there. And we do that by moving down to the bottom and pressing the up arrow. And now you'll see basically the effect filters happen in order. So the crop's going to happen first and then it's going to apply the circle to it. That's exactly how it works. So now on the right hand side, we can do left, top, right and bottom. So if I move this a little bit, if I start adding say 500 to the left, you see we're not as stretched now. So the circle's not as stretched wide. So if I do the same to the right, we'll go 500. You can see we start getting a bit more of a circle. So it completely depends on the dimensions you want to use. I mean, we can resize, but it's not going to kind of change the size of the circle, if that makes sense. It just changes the size of the whole entire thing. So we can trim the top a little bit if we really wanted to. I'm going to go 550 on both sides, actually. 550. So that's pretty much a circle-ish, okay? And that's ready to go. The good thing is we can actually position where we want the circle to be. And this is quite confusing, but the best thing that I always find is if you turn the crop off like so, and we go back to normal, as you can see here, and if we press Control E on this source, or right click, go to transform, and then edit transform, you can actually set all the crop in here. So if we start fiddling about with these crops left and right, we'll say 500. In fact, I want 700 because I want the circle to be somewhere over kind of a bit more to this side, so I can move it. I'll say 800. Oops, I've done 8,000. The right will say 200. That needs coming in more. I mean, what we can do is hold down the Alt key and drag as well. So we can now position exactly where we want the circle to be. So I'm going to say I want it on this guitar all the way over here. So I crop all the way down here. Crop all the way here. Crop up. Crop down as well. And I'm going to say that I want the circle to be around that, okay? We've got all the crop values here now, so we can copy that, copy the left, paste it in here, copy the right, paste it in here, copy the top, paste it, bottom, paste it, and turn it on. In fact, we need to make sure we put zeros in all these, otherwise it's going to double crop, which we definitely don't want. So now I'm going to press crop. We've got a rounded corner. Just around. Yeah, so we've chosen exactly where we want that to be. And we can do that exactly the same if we really want to on, say, exactly my face. So let's zoom this down. And we'll start cropping exactly around my head. Just as another example. And we'll pull it in quite tight here. Like so. So say we want to crop. You could use this as an image mask as well, which is really powerful. So we're going to do 1113 just here. So I'm going to turn the effect off, paste that into the left side. Right side is 1017. I mean, you don't have to copy and paste. You could always just type them in. The reason why you've got to put the effect filter there is because this scene transform seems to happen after the circle shader, which is kind of a little bit annoying, but it's all right. It still works this way. This method is perfectly fine. We can just press reset if we want to, but if it might reset the size of it. Turn the crop on and you'll see now we've got this circle shader all the way around here that it's adjustable at any point. The issue is with having a image mask is you can only kind of change the image mask itself. So you'd have to go back, adjust the shape and everything like that. But this, we can do it on the fly. So if I want to kind of stretch it back out, I'm going to say 1,000 there and 1,000 here. We can keep repositioning it at any point that we want. And that's pretty much all there is to it, to this circle shader. So it doesn't have to be a whole circle. It can be ellipses of any size. And you can completely adjust it at any point. using shaders can be so powerful, and to be honest, it doesn't use that much CPU, GPU usage. Obviously, if you're doing a lot of this stuff and layering a lot together, we would recommend kind of having maybe a streaming PC that's dedicated just to that, because your games will be affected. I mean, a lot of people are using dual PC setups now and stuff like that. I know it's not for everyone, but just be a bit careful when you are layering these effects, okay? And that's pretty much everything. Thank you. Hopefully I've helped you out. Make sure you like the video. Also subscribe, all that jazz. When we get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a big help session on YouTube as a live stream, so you guys can drop in, kind of like a clinic, and I'll be able to help you out best as I can, and just ask me any live questions, really. And if you want to support the channel, consider becoming a member or on Patreon as well. Okay, guys, put your rock on the stone, and I'll see you in the next one. Much love. I just want to say a huge thanks to all my patrons that help make this content full-time, make it free for you guys, and also a huge thanks to all my YouTube members. You guys are legends. Thank you so much for everything that you do for me and the community. Keep it up, guys.